I'm curious now, you're still a teenager, but how different do you feel now versus 1 year ago?
Yeah, I feel a lot different just because of the amount of games I played and just the trust and confidence that the coaching staff has in me and that I built for myself. So I feel a little bit like a veteran almost.
How much more confidence do you have in your left foot?
A lot. I feel like in the off season, that's a lot of the time what I was working on. I feel like last year my game felt a little bit one-dimensional, like I was becoming a little bit predictable. So I feel like the left foot really helped me, be unpredictable.
Did you already know you'd made major progress, or did you need that goal in Atlanta with the left foot in that situation to really drive the message home?
Yeah, I feel like I had already known. I feel like in preseason coming into it, it was just like I kind of know if I had that situation that I can make something good out of it. So, but I also think that goal confirming it is also great. So,
yeah. On the flight back, you guys, the goal scorers are 18 years old, 23 years old, making scoring a first pro goal. Three of you ever get together and just like, can you believe that? That's what we would have drawn up on Thursday. If we have it on
No, we didn't get together, but I think that's what we're all thinking. I feel like every time either me, Aiden, or any of the young guys score or do well, it's just kind of like, it's what you dream of. It's what you plan of. It's what you think of when you're a little kid. So I think, yeah.
As someone who came up through the academy, you're probably aware of the impact Anderson Julio had with his speed coming on as a late game sub. Victor's back and ready to play 70, 80 minutes. When Diego Luna's back ready to play 70, 80 minutes. Depending on any given week, some of what we saw in Atlanta, some of those guys have been coming off the bench. They've been looking for an Anderson Julio role. You guys already figured out there's going to be some massive opportunity there?
Yeah, I just think it's nice that we have such a deep roster that any of the guys could start on any given day. So I think it brings a level of competition to each training, and it just brings everybody's level up.
Pablo said that one thing that impressed him about the Vancouver game is watching all the Whitecap results since then. Like nobody since then has been able to do what you guys did. They're winning by 2, 3. They're scoring 4 goals in a game sometimes. Have you followed the results, and do you draw confidence like that, or is this the first you've heard of it?
Yeah, I don't really think I focus on other teams, but I think our matchup against them, I feel like we did play a good game. I think we didn't play our best game, and we didn't have the players that we needed, but I think that was just a testament to the team we have this year and what we can do no matter what age.
You guys have scored 4 of your 5 goals in transition. It's a little hard to believe visiting teams are going to come in and want to play a high line. You're going to have to score goals different ways. You up for the challenge, thinking about that going into this game?
Yeah, for sure. I think the speed we have up front and the quality of players we have, I feel like they can't afford to sit back either. So I think it's going to be a tough team. We're going to be a tough team to beat regardless of what game plan they try to come at us with.
Last time I was here, we were talking about the Vancouver game, how you guys felt good. Now you have 2 wins in a row since then. I guess just what's the confidence level like? How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, I feel like we feel great. I think just the chemistry within the team, the brotherhood, I think we just talk about every time in the locker room how we're a family, and that's what it feels like on the field. And I feel like when you have a brotherhood like that with your teammates, I feel like everyone wants to run harder, everyone wants to work as hard as they can. So I think that's where the confidence comes from.
Yeah. Do you know much about this Austin team coming up?
Nah, not really.
That takes away my follow-up.
Yeah.
How is the transition been to playing a wing back?
Yeah, I think it's been good. I think it was tough at first in preseason just because of my defensive position. I really never played defense at a high level. So I think it's just me being aware when I can go and when I can't go and when I need to stay and help the defense. So I think I still have a lot of work to do, but I think I'm definitely settling into it.
We keep hearing that you worked a lot in the offseason, specifically on cutting over to your left. Did you know that they were going to be asking you to transition to a wingback role, and was that something you were able to work on in the offseason, or is this brand new for you?
No, it was brand new in preseason, but I think just me playing on the right wing and be able to cut inside is something that I've wanted to be able to do for a while, and I feel like the best players in the world can do that, so I feel like if I want to be that, I have to level up my game.
And then last one for me. Who deserves credit for your continued development that we don't know about, that we don't see?
Yeah, I think everyone around me. I think I always say I'm 10% of the reason I'm here. I think there's so many people around me that help me, and just like my mom, my brother, all the people, my friends and family, and obviously the coaching staff and my teammates here motivate me and push me every day. So I think it's only 10% of my hard work that's got me here. So I think it's everyone else as well.
Thank you.
Gozo, being a local Utahn and something of a role model for young kids who are growing up here and seeing your success, what message would you have to those kids who are looking at you saying, oh, this is possible, I can do this?
Yeah, I think you should dream big always. I think you shouldn't aspire to be someone, but just be your best self. I think there's good in having role models and someone to look up to, someone to take things from. But I think you shouldn't be like, okay, I want to be him, I want to be this guy. I think you should want to be your best self, and your best self is going to be, the best person you can be. So
thank you.